Hi, Teri here from Stamping Magic. Welcome back to my channel. Today's project is another cute card. I've used both the Hey Chick and the Hey Birthday Chick stamp sets together with their coordinating die sets. Now the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set you can find in our current mini catalogue. The Hey Chick stamp set and both sets of coordinating dies cannot be found in any catalogues. They've been brought in as new products. The Hey Chick stamp set is a returning favourite from a previous celebration. So let's get started. These are all the measurements you need for all the elements required to create this project. So if you're interested in reproducing it, take a screenshot so you can refer to it later. I am going to make a couple of changes on my new card, but I'm starting with the same colour inks for the background. I've got Seaside Spray for the sky and Sahara Sand for the foreground, and I'm going to apply these using our new blending brushes. My front panel is normal weight Whisper White card, and I'm going to block off the top third of it, which will be for the sky, and I'll do that in a minute. So using a blending brush and picking up Sahara Sand ink, I'm just going to gently apply this all over 2/3 of the panel. This will be the foreground of my little scene, and I don't want it to go too dark, so I'm just going to build up the colour gradually until I'm happy with the tone. To clean your brush, you just want to work it gently on a microfiber cloth until no more ink comes off, and then you can use the brush for a different colour ink. It will stain, but you won't get a mix of colours. I have a separate brush that I'm using for blues, so I'll be using that one for the sky. This time I'm going to block off the foreground, and I'm going to use one of my own cloud stencils to create the sky. If you're interested in seeing how I created this, there'll be a link at the top right of the screen under the eye to another video that shows you how. I've picked up some of the Seaside Spray ink and I've just taken off the excess, and then I'm going to gently work the brush on the edge of the stencil. Then I can turn the stencil to get a different cloud shape and repeat, and I'll do this until the top part of this panel is complete. This is the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set, and I'm using one of the images and the happy birthday sentiment. And this is the Hey Chick stamp set, and I'm using this image and the Hey Chick sentiment. I have a normal weight Whisper White mat here for the inside of the card, and I just want to decorate the bottom of it with one of the chicken images. And then I need to stamp both images again for the front of my card, and these are also on normal weight Whisper White card. I'll be cutting out this chicken using one of the birthday chick dies, and that's the only die that I'm using from this set today. The other chicken will be die cut using one of the dies from the Hey Chick die set. I've also used this die, the hen house, to die cut from soft suede and real red cardstock, and I've used the sign die to die cut from Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to use my soft suede Stampin' Blends markers to colour the sign. I'm first giving it a layer of the light soft suede, and then I'm going to colour the top and the bottom parts in the dark. Just give that a couple of seconds to dry, and then I'm going to add another layer of the light and stamp my greeting. And then I think I'll add another layer of the dark just to make it stand out a bit more. I'm going to cut some of the pieces off the soft suede hen house and add these to the real red one. So I'm going to start with the roof, and then I'm going to do the door and the ramp, and finally the stilts that it sits on. I'm going to use the birds from the Beautiful Moments stamp set, but you could use any birds that you have. There are some in the Sailing Home set and the High Tide set. And then I'm going to also use the speckle stamp from the Friends Are Like Seashells stamp set, and I'm going to use this on the foreground. I'm just going to position my hen house so I know whereabouts to stamp the birds, and then I'll stamp these using Memento Tuxedo black ink. I wasn't sure if the speckles needed to be in a darker colour ink to the Sahara Sand, but the Sahara Sand worked out really well. I didn't want them to be too dark. And I actually covered the whole area in the end. I thought I'd just do a few patches initially. And now for the happy birthday sentiment. So I'm just placing the elements on my card to see where I want to stamp it. And I'm using Memento Tuxedo black ink again. Then I can ink up my stamp and stamp it down. It's always a bit scary doing this. I'm not a straight stamper generally, but this one it worked out okay. My card base is half a standard sheet of soft suede cardstock, scored in the middle and folded to create a portrait card. Then I have my stamped and coloured panel for inside and my panel for the front of the card, and I'm going to layer that onto a mat of real red. And that's it. There's my finished card. And here's another look at my original card. Now I do prefer my newer card. I like the clouds and I like the speckles on the foreground. The colours I used on my original card were pumpkin pie for the mat and for one of the chicken's feathers, and then the other chicken and the cake base was Pretty Peacock. Now the chicken hut was done differently. I die cut it from Sahara sand and coloured the little bits with my blends markers. The only thing I couldn't put on my new card was the hay, so you can't see that, but it still looks fine. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Bye for now.